For every swing, every moment, the Milwaukee Brewers fight. It's not just about hitting the ball, it's about leaving a legacy.
Welcome back to Brewers Fan Central, your home for everything surrounding our beloved Milwaukee Brewers. Before we dive into this bombshell news shaking up the league's back channels, I need to ask you for a quick but essential favor. If you live and breathe Milwaukee baseball, if your heart beats to the rhythm of our starting rotation, subscribe to the channel right now. Hit that notification bell to ensure you're the first to know when news breaks. We are building the most informed and passionate community on the internet, and I want you in this starting lineup. Let's go on this journey to the top together. We are in the thick of the hot stove season, and speculation surrounding the Milwaukee Brewers has reached a fever pitch this week in December 2025. My analysis today begins with a hard but necessary truth that every member of the Brew Crew needs to face head-on. Freddie Peralta's future in Milwaukee is hanging by a thread. Insider information and a careful reading of the market suggest that the front office is seriously considering trading our ace before the start of the 2026 season. Peralta's contract expires at the end of next year, and the financial reality of our franchise, unfortunately, dictates that a contract extension at the market value he will command in free agency is highly unlikely. As an analyst who follows every move of this front office, I see here the echoes of the Josh Hader and Corbin Burns negotiations. Milwaukee's philosophy has been to maximize the return on valuable assets before they leave for nothing. Peralta is an elite pitcher with a strikeout capability that few in the league possess, but keeping a player of this caliber without the guarantee of renewal is a risk that small market teams rarely take. The decision to put him on the trade block isn't about a lack of ambition, it's about long-term sustainability. If we trade Peralta now, the return in prospects could restock our minor league system for years. However, this creates an immediate and glaring hole at the top of our rotation. Who will take the mound every 5 days with the consistency and experience needed to keep us competitive in the National League Central? Here is where the analysis needs to be cold. The fans love Freddie, and rightly so. He grew up with us, developed his devastating slider here, and became a leader. But looking at the numbers and the payroll, the front office knows it needs a creative solution. We can't simply promote a rookie and expect him to throw 180 innings with an ERA under 3.50 immediately. We need a bridge, someone who brings veteran stability, while our young talents like Logan Henderson and Robert Gasser finish their development. Peralta's departure, as emotionally painful as it would open the financial and logistical space for a strategic move in the free agent market, something we rarely see the Brewers do with big names, but which in this specific scenario becomes not just viable but essential. We are talking about reshaping the identity of the rotation to keep the competitive window open without compromising the club's financial future. If Peralta's departure is the storm, the solution appearing on the horizon is stability personified. Reliable sources, including projections by Joey Peterson of Just Baseball and financial analysis by Jim Bowden of The Athletic, point to a very specific and intriguing target for Milwaukee: Chris Bassitt, the former Toronto Blue Jays pitcher. We are talking about a 36-year-old veteran who just came off a historic campaign, helping the Blue Jays in their run to the 2025 World Series. The projected value for this contract hovers around $45 million, a sum that, while high, fits perfectly into the budget if and only if Peralta's salary is removed from the books. Why Bassitt? Let's look at the data. John Heyman's style. Bassitt isn't a pitcher with electric stuff like Peralta. He won't blow up the radar gun with 99 PHE heat. However, he brings something the Brewers desperately need: a durability and intelligence. Across his 11 MLB seasons, he boasts a solid career ERA of 3.64, Even more impressive is his recent 3-year stint with Toronto, where he maintained a 3.89 ERA and, crucially, averaged over 176 innings pitched per season. In modern baseball, where starting pitchers barely reach the 5th inning, having a workhorse who guarantees rest for the bullpen is an invaluable asset. Furthermore, Bassitt's versatility was proven in the fire of the 2025 postseason. Although he was moved to the bullpen during the World Series against the Dodgers, he delivered vital innings in high-pressure situations. This do whatever it takes to win mentality is exactly the kind of culture Craig Counsell helped build, and that Pat Murphy continues to cultivate. We have promising young talents on the horizon, such as Chad Patrick and the aforementioned Henderson and Gasser, but handing the responsibility of a full season over to them is a huge risk. Bassitt checks all the boxes: playoff experience, physical resilience, and a vast arsenal of pitches that confuses hitters, fitting perfectly with our elite defense. Signing Bassitt would be a clear signal to the fans and the clubhouse. We are not rebuilding, we are retooling. Trading Peralta for a package of prospects and using part of that capital to bring in Bassitt keeps the Brewers competitive in the division in 2026, while protecting young arms from an excessive workload. It is a game of financial and sporting chess. Bassitt might not have Peralta's ceiling, but his floor is extremely high and safe. For a team needing certainty in a contract transition year, investing $45 million in Chris Bassitt could be the smartest move of the offseason. In summary, the Brewers' strategy seems clear: convert Freddie Peralta's market value into a sustainable future while using the payroll space to bring in the veteran solidity of Chris Bassitt. It is a trade of electricity for consistency. We lose the dominant shutout potential of Peralta, but we gain the guarantee of innings and the experience of a recent league champion. For a franchise like ours, which operates with minimal margins for error, this is the definition of smart asset management. Now, I want to hear from you, Brew Crew. Is this the right move? Would you accept seeing Freddie Peralta leave if it meant the arrival of Chris Bassitt and the guarantee of a stable rotation? Or do you think we should risk it all and keep our ace until the last day of his contract? Leave your honest opinion in the comments below. I read and reply to most of them. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis and want to keep receiving exclusive insights with this level of detail, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's follow every step of this negotiation together. Until next time, and go Brewers.